Welcome to the NFL world where the NFL starts and ends. Game recap for week 5 and our preview for week 6 is about to begin as the Bucs beat the Atlanta Falcons 21-15. And a game at one point was 21-0. And then Atlanta roared back. Tampa was on a third down, had a chance to get off the field, and Atlanta sacks Tom Brady, or at least that's so we thought. Grady Jarrett sacked him. A flag was thrown. They called roughing the passer. Now, this was a terrible call. Grady Jarrett was around Tom Brady's waist and tackled him. He didn't put any weight on him. He did not hit him high. He did not hit him low. They called roughing the passer. This is the second time that in as many weeks that Jerome Boger has called roughing the passer that on plays that are not roughing the passer. Last week, between the Ravens and the Bills are going on their game-winning drive. Ravens pass rusher hits Allen in the chest area. Boger's crew called roughing the passer. They did the same thing here, except Jarrett was around the waist. Arthur Smith couldn't believe it. Grady Jarrett couldn't believe it. Nobody could believe it. This game was terrible because Jerome Boger and his crew wanted to get involved. That's why. Arthur Smith, you could see him go like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? He did nothing wrong, and he was screaming at the officials because it's like, what are you doing? We had a chance to get off the field with a couple of minutes left to go in the game, with like a minute and a half left to go in the game. We could get down the field. We already got to back, so we're in a reasonable score, so we have a chance to go win the game if we score a touchdown. But a terrible call by Jerome Boger's crew. The Patriots stomped the Lions 29-0. In a game that Bailey Zappi was the starting quarterback. He got his first win, so congratulations to that front. Ramondre Stevenson had 161 yards on the ground. Damian Harris got hurt. Here comes Ramondre Stevenson. He looked good. A career high for Stevenson. He played well. Concerned about the Lions. They finally have a bye week to heal up, so we'll see what happens. The Vikings beat the Bears 27-22 in a game that Dantzler legit ripped the ball out of the hands of the Chicago Bears wide receiver. That's how the game was won. Now, I feel bad for Justin Fields. Justin Fields does not deserve this. They only throw the ball about 15 times a game, which is the lowest in the NFL. But there's no one for him to throw the ball to. Mooney's a decent player, but besides him, there's nothing. And Fields is just having to stand back there and take it. And he's getting destroyed in the media because, it's Fields' fault. He's got nowhere to throw to. What does he want to do? It's a terrible position. Thank God they have $100 million in cap space next year, but that can't come soon enough for the Bears and for the Bears faithful. And finally, the Cowboys had beaten the Rams 22-10 in a game that I picked the Cowboys to cover. They did cover, so I am taking that as a win. The Cowboys' defense looked unstoppable. Matthew Stafford was under pressure all night long. Michael Parsons had a groin issue, still had 2 sacks. He knew he could still run. This game was a great job by Michael Parsons, Dan Quinn, and all around a great defensive showing. So, we record this before the Chiefs and Raiders game. So, if this comes out after the game, please note the record could be different. But our record for the regular season is 11-15. Not great, but we're in a lot better position than we were last week. The Raiders and Chiefs faced each other on Monday night. Chiefs are still favored by 7. I'm taking the Chiefs. I just don't think the Raiders are good enough. And I wouldn't be surprised if Josh McDaniels gets fired at some point in the season because he's just not good enough as a coach. Moving on to week 6, where we got Bills versus Chiefs. They're giving the Chiefs plus 2 points, which is very surprising. Because the Bills can't stop anybody on defense, really. I'm going to take this is a pickup game for me mostly. I'm going to take the Bills to win because I can see the Bills' offense is just going to outlast the Chiefs' offense. Bills will win. Close game, 24-21. Patriots versus Browns. Browns are actually favored in this one. Again, in a game, whoever the quarterback is, it's going to more likely be Zappy. I'm taking the Patriots. The Patriots showed me something. Now, could it just be a bad team? Yes. But I still take the Patriots. I don't trust Jacoby Brissett in this Browns offense. Patriots will win. Scores 28-21. Next up, Bengals versus Saints. They're giving the Saints plus 4. I am taking the Saints because just how Taysom Hill played, when Jameis Winston will come back, we won't know. Andy Dalton's played well as the quarterback in relief. Defense looks really good. I'm taking the Saints because the Bengals can't protect Joe Burrow. They'll win. Scores 31-21. Next up, we got the Cowboys versus Eagles. The Eagles are favored by 5. The Eagles are undefeated. Cowboys have only lost 1 game. I think in this game, the Cowboys find a way to win on their defense. Dak Prescott could be back as soon as this week. We'll see what happens there. But I'm taking the Cowboys. Close game, 34-31. Actually, no, scratch that. They'll win 21-14. And finally, Bucks versus Steelers. I'm taking the Bucks to win. I don't even care the line. The line is plus 8 for the Steelers. I'm taking the Bucks. I don't care. Scores 38-14.